All right, here we go. Today's workout is going to be, again, top of 2 minutes. You have 3 different exercises that you're focusing on, a strength variation and a more conditioning variation of the workout. We're going to do top of 2 minutes, 10 minutes on each of these 3 basic focuses. So, first one, push exercises will be 5 sets of 5 reps. Doing squats, so ideally you want to get a heavy weight where about 7 to 8 reps is your max. That way you can get all 5 reps done every set, but you're challenging yourself to get 5 reps in every set. Second 10 minutes, do 5 sets of 5, doing a chest or a bench press. Again, you want to use weights for this one if you can. If you don't have weights and you do push-ups instead, that's fine. Just make sure you're doing a push-up that's a variation that's challenging enough where you can only do, like I said, 7 to 8 reps. Last one here is military press. Again, with the weights, with the kettlebells, with the dumbbells, or doing handstand variation. If that's going to challenge you and you don't have weights, again, you want to be able to do about 7 or 8 reps at the max because you're doing 5 sets of 5, and 5 reps should be challenging. So those are 3 basic exercises for strength variation. I will go over those in just a minute. If you're doing more of a conditioning variation, you're still doing those exercises, but you're doing, instead of 5 sets of 5, you're going to do 10 reps of your squats. Then you're also going to do 15 box jumps or broad jumps, whatever you have the ability to do in your space. And then you're going to do 30 burpees. You want to get your burpees done fast because we're doing top of 2 minutes. You only have 2 minutes to get all your reps done. So you do regular burpees without the push-up to get your 30 burpees in. The second group for the conditioning exercises, the next 10 minutes, will be your chest press again. Again, push-ups for that one instead as well. Then 15 dips, and again 30 burpees. And your last group of exercises will give you your military press, or if you would change that to handstand push-ups, then you do Hindu push-ups, and again burpees. So it'll be 10, 15, 30 for all of those. Alright, so I'll first start off with just our strength exercises and some variations we can do. For those, the first one is our squats. So I have the kettlebells here for squats. Make sure you get deep into your squat. Shoulders are back, back stays flat. Get those hips down, knees track towards the toes, full extension at the top. So ideally, like I said, kettlebell. If you have a band that's heavy enough and it'll challenge you, you can also do them with just the bands, so feet on the bands. Band around the shoulders, and you can do your squats with that resistance. So make sure that you're getting challenged with your 5 reps. And we have a chest or bench press. If you don't have a bench, just do it from laying on the ground. Be flat on your back, feet flat, knees are bent. You can alternate and press one arm at a time and do 5 each side, or you can do doubles, pressing both kettlebells or dumbbells up at the same time. If you don't have weights, you don't want to do that 5x5 variation, you can do a variation of push-ups as long as it'll challenge you. So make sure chest is all the way to the ground, straight arms to the top. Get your feet elevated. We'll make it a little bit harder. Or maybe you can do like a plyo variation where you're doing a jump or doing a clap for your push-ups. All right, next we have military press. So this is the overhead press. Again, kettlebells, dumbbells are ideal. You're going to press straight up overhead. Try not to use the legs to help generate that power. Just going from the shoulders straight on to the top. Like I said, if you want to adapt that one for no equipment, challenge yourself with a variation of a handstand push-up So if it's getting your feet elevated onto a bench, walking those hands in, pop the head down towards the floor, and do your handstand push-up from a bench. You can do it against the wall, toes to the wall. Or a little bit harder, going heels to the wall. Again, something that's going to challenge you. You're doing 5 reps. So it's our strength variation. If you're doing more conditioning variation, it'll be a similar idea. What you're going to be doing, your squat, first round, then a jump, then burpees. So you do 10 squats, whatever variation of squats you want. Then jumps. If you have a bench or a chair or something you can jump onto. Hips come down, roll the hips, hands back, hands up and forward. Jump onto your bench or whatever you have. If you don't have a bench, you want to just do broad jumps. Again, sit that butt back, roll those hands back. Drive those hands up and forward. As you jump, again, landing in that squat position. You do 15 broad jumps. Then you do 30 burpees. Hands to the ground, jumps back, forward, arms up overhead. If you want to get through those fast, you don't need to add a push-up. All right, then you have, again, your chest press. You do push-ups, 10 reps. They're going to do that with dips, so using the bench for your dips. Try to keep the hips as close to the bench as you can. Arms at your side. Sit that butt straight down. And straighten the arms to the top. The farther your feet are, the harder it is, the closer your feet are, the easier it makes your dips. So again, 10, 15, then 30 burpees. Last one we have is our military press. Again, kettlebells or dumbbells, 10 reps. You can do any variation of handstand push-up as well. They're going to do 15 Hindu push-ups. So Hindu push-up. Starting a down dog. So palms flat. Push that butt back. Hands right between the arms. They're going to drop down. Head down to the ground. Chest to the ground. Your up dog. And then press back to that down dog position. So you're going to do 15 of those, and then you're going to do, again, your 30 burpees. So it'll be 5 rounds, top 2 minutes for all 3 of those different ones as well. Finish all of one section before you move to the next section. When we're done, we're going to do a 20-20. 3 rounds of 4 different exercises. The first one will be skaters. So for skaters, you're just going to be jumping side to side. Keep the weight towards that front leg. Try to keep that back leg off the ground or just barely touching the ground. So go 20 seconds of skaters. Then take a 20-second rest. Then you do 20 seconds of bicycle sit-ups. So on your back, opposite elbow, coming to opposite knee, going side to side. So you do 20 seconds of those, then 20-second rest. Then you do a bear crawl, line grabbers. Down in that bear crawl position, knees slightly off the ground, crawl out. Take a couple steps forward, a couple steps back. If you actually have a line you can touch on the ground, that's great. You go forward, backwards as many times as you can in 20 seconds. Then last one, we'll be doing seated tuck. Hands to the ground makes it a little bit easier. Straighten those legs out, hands off the ground, a little bit harder. Lay those shoulders back, a little bit harder. So again, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off for those. 3 rounds of all 4 of those exercises. Again, any questions about anything, always let me know. Leave a comment, let me know how the workout goes. If you can do the strength variation, do the strength. If you want to do the conditioning variation, do the conditioning. Let's have a great workout. Let's go, let's go.